Okay, this is grammar lesson number 5, the mode of explaining things. This is the last grammar lesson we'll be covering for chapter 12 in our book, for the orange book, and then we'll be moving on to the other new book right after this. So here we go. Okay, there are two ways to make a statement in Japanese. We kind of already gone over this, but let me briefly recap. So simply report the facts as they observe. So you just say, what you see, but then you can also say, I am Japanese. The bus did not come. But now you can also make statements that explain the situation. This is where it's new. I am Japanese, therefore I don't understand English. So you would say, 私は日本人なんです. As it happens, the bus didn't come. バスは来なかったんです. So now the only difference, if you take a look, is the ending. んです. So you've never seen this before. But what this does is the simple statement now becomes a more apologetic one, and the statement itself becomes kind of like an explanation. So now you need to know that the explanation has two components. So you have one that is explicitly described, and then something that's implied as well. Now, this creates an unfinished statement in which the effect or the following action can be assumed. So it's kind of like, okay, well, the bus didn't come. Therefore, or you can assume something. So you're kind of trying to make people kind of beg the question almost. Now, to conjugate statements using in this, all you need to do is put in short form, and then you add in this. So it is important to note that in this part is not conjugated based on tense or polarity. So you just keep it in this. So you don't sayじゃなかったです, じゃなかったです. That doesn't work. Or でした. Okay. Now you can also use のです instead of です as well, and it creates the same effect. So now let's take a look. So for noun statements and adjectives, it's conjugated as noun and a なんです. Or adjectives would be きれいなんです. So you don't have to put a double na. You just simply put, you drop the na, or you can just say やるんです. Okay, so here's some other ways you can use. You can use this to provide clarification. You can also use this to create questions that elicit explanations, or you can just use this to provide additional comments. So this is also used with questions such as どうして or どうした, like what has happened or why. So here's some examples. I wanted to go to the bathroom. I need to know where it is. So you instead of saying, if you want to say I wanted to go to the bathroom, it'd be 私はトイレに行きたいです. Now, how would you make that same statement into a more explanatory one? That would be トイレに行きたいんです. Now, can you say 行きたいです and still convey the same message? Yes, you can. But if you're talking in context, like, I don't feel good, I'm not doing very well, therefore I want to go to the bathroom, then you would say たいんです. Okay, here's another one. As a matter of fact, Bob, who never does his homework, did his homework. Oh my goodness. Does any one of you sound like Bob? Okay, so if you want to say did his homework, it'd be 宿題をしたんです. Okay, if you say 宿題をしました, it just seems did his homework. Yeah, that's true, but then it's the fact that he never does homework is miraculous. You would use んです. Now, why did you go out? Okay, you look upset, so the why is どうして出かけたんですか? So, now it's your turn. Let's take a look. Okay, so I want you all to bring this with you tomorrow, and then we're going to move on right into the next grammar lesson. So the next grammar lesson is grammar lesson number 6. It is better for you to do. So, 方がいいです. Okay, 方がいいです means it's better for you to do. Now, てください was also done. We used this in the past, but てください means please do this. You're giving a suggestion. That's what it is. So a recommendation or a piece of advice. So, you'd be better drink. You better. I don't know what it says. You'd be better drink some water. It should say you'd better drink some water. Please ignore the be right there. So you better drink some water. ちょっと水を飲んだ方がいいですよ. Okay, so when used in affirmative, 方がいい this is conjugated the past tense, short form of a verb. So you're using the past tense and it would go right in front of this. So you'd better, please ignore the be once again. You'd better drink some water. be ちょっと水を飲んだ方がいいですよ. When you use a negative, 方がいいです is conjugated the present tense form of a verb. Now, this is confusing. So when it's an affirmative, use the past tense. When you use a negative, like you shouldn't, it's better that you don't drink water than it's in the present tense. So it's kind of confusing, but let's see. Okay, ちょっと水を飲まない方がいいですよ. Okay, so the polarity you're still keeping, negative and affirmative, but the tense just differs. Okay, so here's examples. You should not skip class. So, 사보루 is the verb. So it says not, so keep in mind, okay, which do I use, present or past? Okay, so this one, it was used present tense. 授業をサボらない方がいいですよ. Okay, you'd better sleep for about an hour. Okay, this is a affirmative statement, so then in this case using past. So, 寝る becomes 1時間ぐらい寝た方がいいです. You should not exercise today. 今日運動しない方がいいですよ. Okay, once again, not, so you're using present negative. Short form. Okay, so here's take a look. Try to do these. Okay, and make sure you bring them in with you. And that's it. That was 6 minutes of a grammar lesson, 2 grammar lessons in one. So should have been really simple for you. Please make sure you pause, review, re-listen to this, whatever you need to do. Make sure you bring your let's take a look because that counts as points. Have a nice day.